everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian, and today I have a very exciting announcement to make. Oh my gosh. So, for those of you who aren't new here, you probably know by now that I am obsessed with Taylor Swift. She is my everything. I have been a huge fan of hers since I was 9 years old, I think. Around the time of when her second album came out. I have loved every single one of her albums. I've just been a huge fan of hers since I was little, and she just means so much to me, and her songs mean a lot to me. And so I thought of this idea a few weeks ago where at first I was like, oh, I want to do something to celebrate Taylor's birthday in December, so I should start planning now, obviously. And at first I thought maybe I could do a little readathon around the time of her birthday to kind of celebrate it, and then my chaotic mind was like, no, you have to do something bigger. So basically today I'm announcing the Taylor Swift playlist-a-thon. So basically this is going to be a readathon centered around Taylor and her music, and it's going to be taking place from November 13th to December 13th. And the reason for that, if you guys aren't a fan of Taylor, first of all, her birthday is December 13th, so I wanted it to end on her birthday so that we could all celebrate her birthday together, and also 13 is her lucky number, so I had to do it from the 13th to the 13th. And of course I have two amazing, lovely co-hosts doing this with me. I literally could not do this without them. I love them so much. So my two co-hosts are Lisa from Lisa Marie Reads and Casey from Casey Can Read. If you guys aren't already subscribed to their channels, I will leave them linked down below. Please go do so. I love them so much, and they will also be doing announcement videos if you guys want to check those out. Like I said, this readathon is centered around Taylor and her music, and since I had to be chaotic about this, I decided that we should have prompts based on every song from every album. It's fine. So there are over 100 prompts for this readathon. Obviously, you are not expected to fulfill them all, although if you can, because you can definitely double up on songs, that would be very impressive and I would love that. But basically the goal for this readathon is to create a playlist of Taylor Swift songs. So they can either be your favorite songs, you can try to complete all the prompts from one album, you can make your playlist of songs you don't know as well or you don't like as much. I don't know why you would do that, but maybe you want to do that. You can do anything you want, really. This is a very chill readathon. There's not really rules to follow or anything. I'm just gonna give you guys the prompts and then you can make your playlist from those prompts. And I think it would be so cool if people actually made Spotify playlists and shared them with the prompts that they fulfill. I think I'm definitely going to be doing that because that sounds so fun to me. So basically, like I said, since there are over 100 prompts, you can definitely double up on prompts, but we thought it would be fun to have kind of a goal for this readathon. So basically the minimum goal, which it's not really a minimum, you can complete as many prompts as you want, you can read as many books as you want, you are still participating, there's no way to fail this readathon, so you definitely don't have to complete this goal, but this is kind of something to just strive towards, I guess, if you want to have a goal for this readathon, you know. But basically the minimum goal is to read 8 books because there are 8 albums, and then the ultimate goal is to read 13 books because, like I said, 13 is Taylor's lucky number. But again, you can read as many books as you want, you can fulfill as many prompts as you want. This is very, like I said, very chill. You can participate however you want. Without further ado, I should go over all the prompts. So there are many, so bear with me, but yeah. So also I just want to say that the graphics that you will see Lisa created, and thank God, because I do not have artistic talent like she does, so I'm very grateful to her for doing that. But yeah, so these are all the prompts for the Taylor Swift playlist-a-thon. So first we have her first album, the self-titled Taylor Swift album. So here are the prompts. We have Tim McGraw, read a book about a celebrity. Picture to Burn, read a book with fire in the title or on the cover. Teardrops on My Guitar, read a book featuring music. A Place in This World, read a book set in a country outside your own. Cold as You, read a book with a cold word in the title. The Outside, read the lowest rated book on your TBR. Tied Together with a Smile, read a book that reminds you of a friend or friendship. Stay Beautiful, read the oldest book on your TBR. Should Have Said No, read a book you wish you hadn't bought. Mary Song, Oh My My My, read a historical romance. and our song, listen to an audiobook. So I forgot to mention, since there are so many prompts, some of the prompts for these songs are not super creative because we had to get very literal with some of them because we couldn't think of anything else. And then other prompts, you might think to yourself, how the heck does this prompt have to do with the song? I promise you, there is a reason for every single one of these prompts. Some of them we couldn't get very creative, some of them we had to be very creative, so I promise there is a reason for all these prompts. If you want to know what the reason is, you can ask me. I will gladly take you through the chaos that is my brain, okay? So, hello, this is Darian from the future right now. We actually changed some of our prompts for the Fearless album since I recorded my announcement video, so I'm gonna give you the prompts for Fearless now. So, the prompts for Fearless are for Fearless, read a book from a genre you don't usually read from. 15, read a book released in 2015. Love story, read a classic. Hey Stephen, read a book with a name in the title. White Horse, read a book set in a small town. You Belong With Me, read a book featuring a strong female protagonist. Breathe, read a book featuring a female-female romance. Tell Me Why, read a book that starts with the letter Y. You're Not Sorry, read the sequel to a book that destroyed you. The Way I Loved You, read a book with the enemies to lovers trope. Forever and Always, read a book that takes place over several years. The Best Day, have your mom pick a book for you. And Change, read an anti-racism book. So those are the prompts for Fearless. Now let's go back to Darian from the past. Let's just keep moving. Next we have Speak Now. So the prompts are for mine, read an Own Voices book. Sparks Fly, read a book with a green cover. Back to December, read a book with snow on the cover. Speak Now, read a book set at a wedding. Dear John, read a book by someone named John or Jonathan. Mean, read a book under 200 pages. The Story of Us, read a book about books. Never Grow Up, read a middle grade. Enchanted, read a fairy tale retelling. Better Than Revenge, read a book from a villain's perspective. Innocent, read a book you know nothing about. Haunted, read a thriller. Last Kiss, read a book with the theme of betrayal. Long Live, read a fantasy. And ours, read one of the host's favorite books. Next we have Red. So the prompts are State of Grace, read a Greek myth retelling. Red, read a book with a red cover. That is one of the ones that we were not very creative with, but I figured it was obvious. Treacherous, read a book featuring a creepy character or side character. I Knew You Were Trouble, read a book featuring a bad boy character. All Too Well, read a book by your favorite author. 22, read a book with a cat on the cover. I Almost Do, read a book with alternate universes. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, read a book with at least 7 words in the title. Stay, 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 read a book you've been thinking of unhauling. The Last Time, read the final book in a series you haven't finished. Holy Ground, read a book featuring time travel. Sad, Beautiful, Tragic, read a hard-hitting contemporary. The Lucky One, use a random number generator to pick a book. Everything Has Changed, read a book by 2 authors. Starlight, read a 5-star prediction. And Begin Again, reread a favorite. Next we have 1989, so the prompts are Welcome to New York, read a book set in New York. Blank Space, read any book you want. Style, read a book set in the 80s. Out of the Woods, read a book with nature on the cover. All You Had to Do Was Stay, read a book about a breakup. Shake It Off, read a book that's gotten negative reviews. I Wish You Would, read a book someone recommended to you. Bad Blood, read a murder mystery. Wildest Dreams, read a book that inspired a movie. How You Get the Girl, read a nonfiction. This Love, read a book featuring a second chance romance. I Know Places, read a book in the same place the whole time. Clean, read a book with a simplistic cover. Wonderland, read an Alice in Wonderland retelling. You Are in Love, read a book with the friends to lovers trope. And New Romantics, read a book with Ace Rep. Next we have Reputation, one of my favorite albums. And the prompts are Ready for It, read a new release. Endgame, read a book featuring a game or competition. I Did Something Bad, buy a new book and read it. Don't Blame Me, read a book you can't believe you haven't read yet. Delicate, read an adult book. Look What You Made Me Do, read a book with a snake on the cover. So It Goes, read a steamy romance. Gorgeous, read a book with a gorgeous cover. Getaway Car, read a book with a car on the cover. King of My Heart, read a book about royalty. Dancing with Our Hands Tied, read a dystopian or apocalyptic book. Dress, read a book with someone wearing a dress on the cover. This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things, read a book with an ugly cover. Call It What You Want, read a book about running away. New Year's Day, read a book that features a party or celebration. Next, we have Lover. So the prompts are, I Forgot That You Existed, read a book you already started once but never finished. Cruel Summer, read a book that should have a sequel. Lover, read a book with insta-love or a 24-hour romance. The Man, read a book written by a woman. The Archer, read a book with a weapon on the cover. I Think He Knows, read a book that's pretty under the dust jacket. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, read a book featuring political themes. Paper Rings, read a book about a married couple. Cornelia Street, read an atmospheric book. Death by a Thousand Cuts, read a book with a non-human main character. London Boy, read a book where the love interests come from different backgrounds. Soon You'll Get Better, read a book featuring an illness. False God, read a book that features religion. You Need to Calm Down, read an LGBTQIA+ book. Afterglow, give an author a second chance. Me, read a book by an author with your initials. It's Nice to Have a Friend, Buddy, read a book. And Daylight, read a book with gold on the cover. And finally, we have Folklore. And as you can see, I am wearing the famous cardigan from Folklore. We love a vibe. So the prompts for Folklore are The One, read a book with a one-word title. Cardigan, read a book that gives you fall vibes. The Last Great American Dynasty, read a historical fiction book. Exile, read a book with dual perspectives. My Tears Ricochet, read a sad book. Mirrorball, read a book written in third person. 7, read a book with 7 letters in the title. August, read a book set during the summer. This Is Me Trying, read a book over 500 pages. Illicit Affairs, read a translated work or read a book that's not in English. Invisible String, read a fluffy contemporary. Mad Woman, read a book with a female villain. Epiphany, read a book that deals with grief. Betty, read a book featuring a love triangle. Peace, read a book with the found family trope. Hoax, read a book with dark themes. And The Lakes, read a book with water in the title or on the cover. So there you go, those are all the prompts. You guys can definitely check out the graphics to see the prompts again or just replay this video over and over again. So those are the many prompts. I would love it if you guys could share your TBRs, and if you guys want to, you can complete as many songs as possible. That would be really cool to see if someone could find a way to complete all of them. I don't know how possible that is, but that would be really cool. Also, I forgot to mention that we will have a Twitter for this readathon. The Twitter is at TSPlaylistathon. I will leave the Twitter link down below if you guys want to go follow us, and all the information will be there as well. And I believe during the month we will be hosting Twitter sprints and also some fun challenges during the month, so definitely make sure you go follow that. And we are also planning on having a live show on December 13th to kind of celebrate the end of the readathon and also Taylor's birthday, so stay tuned for details on that. But yeah, like I mentioned, this readathon goes from November 13th to December 13th, so you guys have a month to plan your TBRs. And please, if you're planning on participating, please let us know on Twitter or in the comments down below. I would love to know if anyone is planning on participating. I hope we didn't do all this for nothing. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a really fun time. I really hope I did not forget anything, but like I said, I will leave Lisa and Casey's channels linked down below if you want to check out their announcement videos, because if I forgot anything, I'm sure it will be in their videos as well. Also, as I said, all the information will be on our Twitter. I think that wraps up everything. I am so excited for this readathon. I think it's going to be really fun, and I can't wait to celebrate Miss Swift with all of you guys, and I hope you guys are interested and want to join us. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon with another video soon. Bye!